So now we're going to set up our radio so that we can bind it to our B core. First thing we're going to do is hit menu, and we're going to select a new model. I've already made one here. I just called it Model 7 for right now. And the most important thing is we need to have this set at D8. There we go. So this is set at D8, and now we can actually bind the B core. So what we're going to do is just hit bind, and because we've already bridged the gap and soldered the main lead on, we can go ahead and just plug in a battery, and that should bind it. Now you can just hit exit and go ahead and unplug the B core, and you're all set. The model should be bound. And the last thing that we need to do is set up a arm switch, and if you want, a mode switch. I like this one to be my arm switch and this to be my mode switch, but you can set it up however you'd like. First thing we do is go back to our model here and hit page until we come across the inputs. Now this step may not be necessary, but I do it every time anyway. Go down to input 5 and go to source, and this is going to show up as auxiliary 1, and I'm going to go ahead and choose SE, which is this one here, and that's what I'm going to set for arm. And the next part is channel 6, which is going to show up as auxiliary 2, and we're going to go to source again and flip the switch, and now we're done with that. Now the last thing we need to do is hit page, and this is our mixer tab. We're going to go to channel 5, and again we're going to go to source and set that switch, and to channel 6, source again, and set that switch. Again, these can be whatever you like, and the purpose of setting these switches is so that when our quadcopter is setting flat, we can go ahead and flip the arm switch, and that will allow us to spin the motors. That way we don't accidentally bump them, and you don't have to use stick arming, which doesn't always work out. If you try to lower your throttle and turn right or left, you could disarm the quad. So using an arm switch is definitely the way to go. And having a mode switch is nice if you want to try to do acro. The flight controller can fly really good in acro, so definitely give that a shot. And that's everything we need with our radio.